We have seen that within the country there are scandals, there are so many protests from different parts of the country, ranging from eastern, central, western, and now in Arua City. Corruption has become a topic of the day. We have seen how the country has been bleeding for all those years because of this same corruption, right from the president itself into the parliament and moving to other departments such as the police and the hospitals. It is true that our generation is faced with a lot of issues, of which corruption is the main agenda. We know that in Uganda we need development, we need good health services and so many other things. But due to corruption we are seeing a deficiency in the services that we are getting from all the departments. As said earlier on, we joined the country and everyone in saying that let's say no to corruption, and we need a corruption-free Uganda so that our future generation can benefit from these protests. Thank you so much.
Economy to a middle income status within only 2 years. It is totally sad for us people from West Nile that even the office of the Speaker and office of Deputy Speaker and the commissioners, they are funded more than an entire region. The West Nile region gets less than 25 billion annually, and the office of the Speaker, Vice Speaker, and even the commissioners earn more than an entire region. And how many are they? They are not even more than 10 people earning, having benefits more than an entire region. Which region are we talking about? The region even has a refugee population of over 500,000 refugees, not even the citizens of Uganda. And which tarmac roads do we have? Only the highway from Kampala to Araba, it's only a highway, and only the tarmac places in the urban areas. Are we going to sit down and accept a few people to steal what we work for every day? The little money we make, part of it is taxed. And what does it do? It is used to buy SUVs, vehicles. The Speaker alone uses five vehicles in her convoy. The husband uses 4 vehicles in her convoy. Same to the Deputy Speaker. They even use choppers. Yet for us, a distance from Nebi to Arua is 3 hours. Yet, in actual sense, we are supposed to use only 30 minutes or 1 hour to here. And people should know that the fight against corruption, we are not looking for political seats. How many are we? We are more than 1 million. Are we all going to be politicians just because we are fighting corruption? No. We are fighting for our better future. We are youth, we are less than 30 years old. If we accept 11 trillion to be lost annually to corruption, we shall be paying a debt that even our grandchildren will continue to be paying. So I urge everyone in Uganda to join us peacefully to fight against corruption. And even the security forces should know that even this corruption affects them more. Look at where they sleep. Look where they stay. With that salary they get, is it enough for them to fund medical bills? Is it enough for them to buy good food for their children? Is it enough for them to pay for their fees? And for them, they come with anger thinking that we are fighting them. We are not fighting them. We are not fighting the security forces, police, or another type of people. We are not fighting them in any other way. We are fighting for their rights. We are fighting for our rights as Ugandans. And the Constitution gives us the mandate and the right to fight for that right without being arrested, without being called all sorts of names. So I urge all youth or every Ugandan to come up, join hands with us peacefully to end looting in our country. Thank you.
Demons, the Musirus, they have to be released because looking at the things yesterday, these people marched peacefully in the streets of Kampala. They didn't do anything. So why to keep them behind the bus in Luzira? Very many youths have been arrested in this country, but we see the Human Rights Commission is just silent. And also to fellow youths, I'm calling you to stand in solidarity with us because it is corruption that has eaten the remains of this country. You go to hospitals, there are no medicines. In the government hospitals, where is the money? The money has been mismanaged. So we want accountability because in Uganda, corruption has been there and is still eating the remains of this country. And we know the perpetrators. Like my colleague has said earlier on, people like Anita Among, the speaker, whose name have been painted and they are running away from the parliamentary sittings, has to be removed. She has to resign because there are evidences he has been sanctioned from abroad. So Ugandans also has to come together and remove such people from ruling us. I'm now demanding the fellow youth MPs to stand, because none of them has never aired his or her voice against corruption. They are there. Instead of fighting for fellow youths, they have decided to join the dictator, which is very bad. So we are demanding them to come out, to stand for the young people, and we establish a new generation of Uganda where there is no corruption and equal opportunity for everyone.
Restrictions are there. But as far as the police station is concerned, people are free. People are freely moving to the police station. But elsewhere, I don't know why they are putting restrictions. But maybe it is their only security arrangements to ensure that they secure their offices, or they control any movements which are not really controlled or monitored. Maybe those are their own personal security measures to control movements in the offices. But for us, police station is free. That's why you're even here at the police station. It is free for everyone. And business is normal. The officers you're seeing in uniforms, they are there just to prevent any form of disorder in town. Yeah.
With the issue of this corruption thing which is taking place in our country, one person steals billions of money, yet Ugandans are suffering out here. Taxpayers are suffering, meaning that the monies that we are paying as tax is only going into the pockets of few people. And yet, if you go to the hospitals, there are no drugs. You go to schools around here, kids are sitting on the floor. There are no desks. There are no proper houses, no classrooms. Kids are sitting under trees, sheds. Roads are in a poor state. But a person like Speaker Amongi steals billions of money, just one person. And that money could help very many Ugandans. So I personally, I am not happy with the corruption issue. And I beg the president kindly to intervene into this and take it seriously, because very soon taxpayers will start withdrawing from paying tax. That is why most of us here in Arua, we've decided at least we should not pay tax. We rather go around and smuggle, because now the money that we're paying as tax is going into the pockets of few people. Ugandans are not benefiting. So that is it.
A win from our intelligence that some disgruntled youth, some idle youth were planning to march to Arua City offices, demonstrating their annoyance out of corruption in the country. And for us as security, we did not take that for granted. For us, we prepared ourselves. I mobilized as chairman security, my security teams for a meeting, because marching is not the way for sorting out issues. Uganda as a country is one of the countries that is well governed in the whole world. So there are structures where you can relay, where you can dialogue to send your grievances. We are not going to tolerate. I want to make this one categorically clear. We are not going to tolerate anybody, anyone who is going to stabilize the peace we have now got here in Arua City. I think you journalists now are feeling the peace and the ambience within the city. Anybody trying to infiltrate Arua City will not be tolerated. We are on standby class 1. So tell your brothers, tell your sisters to use the right structures, not to march to Arua City.